For the most part, we're a credit card, or not necessarily just a credit card, a reward-based program that we help fulfill the needs of others. And so I don't know if you've heard of like Sky Mall from back in the day and stuff like that, where you'd read through a magazine and be like, oh, I got all these points and stuff. At one point, we did sell, I think, some sort of Sky Mall ads and stuff, but it's just like that, to where we're feeding off rewards of people, whether it's credit cards or through work programs or whatnot. And we're really fulfilling their needs of what they want and their rewards. So they've earned everything that we've sent. And so we want to get it out to them in a timely manner to where, you know, they can enjoy the things that they've earned. We have about 4 different ways we ship product. We ship it with our regular Reeboks, ship it down the line. Somebody scans the product and you ship your one order out and that goes out. Then we have our multi-line orders, which are products that have more than one on the order. And so it could be a non-packer, a Reeboks, it could be an Apple Pen and a luggage. And then we have our non-packer traditional, which is we go pull the non-packers and we bring them back and we run the labels for them and somebody slaps the labels. And then we also have our mobile non-packer printing, which a guy goes out with a mobile printer and he picks his non-packers and scans them and he gets his label and slaps them on. And lastly, we have our batch printing, which is if we have 100 of the same thing going to 50 different or 100 different people, instead of sitting there scanning the product 100 times, we run it in the batch printing. Well, we see a big effect on this with ShipLinx, is where when we say the other day we had 400 labels we needed to print off, and it printed in 10 minutes from start to finish. Before, we would have to set that up on break it up into 3 different waves, get it picked on 3 different things, and then we would sit there and it would take about an hour, at least minimum, for 100 or so, of just to print those labels off. So now it's just spitting out like it's nothing. And that's the same with our mobile non-printings. A lot more efficient, it comes out faster. We're no longer sitting there in the aisle waiting for a label to print, it's just printing right off for us. One thing paired with that is the communication and the connection. We'd see a lot of double shipments to where it would print off a label, but then it would print off an extra one. So the person pulling, if they had 7 or 8 and they already hit their 9, 8, 7, however many they wanted to pick, somewhere randomly in there, we'd have a duplicate one, or something wouldn't record, or all that. And this has eliminated a lot of those, I think 99%, almost 100% of these double shipments, which is huge because, you know, that's just extra product out the door that, you know, that's money you don't get back. It's handing out a free $100 bill, $200 bill. So this has been a huge cutback on that. The efficiency, the time, picking, packing, all that is affected by this, and it's been seen everywhere. And I was talking to my shipping manager, or not my shipping manager, the shipping manager of the warehouse, and he almost said all those things, like it's night and day working with ShipLinx. It's completely different. It's a game changer. We're more efficient. You see it on every level, whether it's the batch printing, the non-packers. And then another big thing for us was the multi-line. In our multi-line shipments, whenever you would pack even a non-packer, which is something you just slap a label on, you would have to type in the weight and the dim for every single item. Well, if you're shipping out 8,000 orders and, you know, 2,000 happen to be multi-line and say 500 to 1,000 are non-packers, and you have to key those in, the amount of time saved, the amount of mistakes made, because you know how easy it is to hit the wrong button. And so we've saved a ton of time and effort on that, which changes everything, because now you don't have to spend as much time packing. You can take one of those packers that used to pack multis, and he can be doing something else. So we've seen a huge growth in efficiency out in our warehouse.